Hi there, I'm Nicole Berard. I'm the Associate Director for Content Strategy at Boston University, and I am here today to talk about a presentation I'd like to give called Patient Zero, Starting a Content Strategy Practice from the Ground Up. So a little background on me. This is something that I've actually had the privilege to do twice. So before my time in academia, I had a 20-year career at various ad agencies, most recently at Mullen Boston. I was there for about 10 years as an associate creative director in the content and copy fields. Started out as a copywriter and very quickly realized that we needed something a little bit different, especially when it came to our clients who had large site platforms, who we did ongoing maintenance work for, etc. So content strategy is something that I've dabbled in throughout my career. I've been known as many things: an information designer, a UX strategist, copywriter, creative director, etc. And at this point, it really felt like content was the thing to be a part of, and it was something that Mullen definitely needed. So spent about 10 years there starting a content practice, growing it, working on clients like the U.S. Department of Defense and National Geographic and even Google, developing content-rich sites and other information for them. And then a few years ago, I decided it was time to make a career change. So after freelancing a bit, I wandered into Boston University, basically off the street, and started talking with their executive creative director and their marketing Marcom practice about introducing content strategy. And this isn't to say that content strategy wasn't something that was happening organically through a variety of roles here. The web design team is fantastic. They are well versed in creating information architecture. But the situation was that for the most part, Marcom built the shell, the container that held the content, the websites, but our clients, so our departments, our deans and department chairs were building their own content. And things had gotten to a level of complexity where it was really time to take a step back and look at how we could apply content strategy up front as a new discipline. So for 2 years, I have been here in the lovely BU Content Cave with my cinder block wall. It is a humble office, but a lot of interesting stuff is happening here. So I've been able to implement a methodology that I developed at Mullen here and grow that into something very specific for the higher ed space. So in the last 2 years, we've gone from no strategy to content strategy being an integral part of every single marketing project we do here, both digital and sometimes print. We do output agnostic messaging strategy as well. That's applied to print, applied to video, applied to all kinds of marketing efforts for our different groups. So I call the presentation Patient Zero because in a lot of ways I feel like that's what I've been in 2 different places now. I've been the first person on the ground, the person to raise her hand and say, hey, you guys need some content strategy in your lives, and I'm the one to do it for you. And I think, I've had a lot of different backgrounds in the marketing, advertising, and creative space, so it does give me an ability to draw together research and information from various creative disciplines and have a fairly, I hope, unique take on content strategy. I think that one of the most interesting parts of the experience here at Boston University, and something I'd really like to share with people, is that ability to sell the discipline as well. So yes, we, the strategists, know that this is something very important and essential, but how do you communicate that to a larger organization and essentially get permission to start something new and really change the way people work? The other thing that I've had a lot of experience with is hiring content strategists and really discovering what you need to look for aside from the typical skills on a resume. So I think that's something other people would find interesting. What are kind of the 3 things I look for that you don't necessarily get from a sheet of paper? Anyway, I would love to be able to present at Confab. I am an attendee. I am a huge fan of the Confab world and have benefited greatly from it, and this would be an opportunity to give back and share what I've learned during my career. So that's about it, I guess, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I hope I will see you in the spring, whether I am on the podium, behind the podium, or in the audience. I look forward to it, so thank you.